Come. I'll back up a little bit. I didn't back the helicopter up. I backed me up. Let me move up a little bit. Hey, wait. My cap is not on. It's on right. Hey. Whoa. Hey, Instagram, it's me, T, from the Pattersons, taking the train to Tibet. Well. Grand Rising. And since it's a Grand Rising, this is a Grand Rising, if it's a Grand Rising, that makes this a Grand Rising report. Oh, don't be looking at my, and say, oh, but brother, your linen shirt, look, it's all wrinkled. You probably washed it out, and then you didn't, shouldn't you iron it? Look, they got people in this, we were in India, you see the men out there, they iron shirts, I could do that. But I ain't got nobody to impress. In fact, I think what I'll do is after I finish with you, giving a Grand Rising report, I just won't. Why am I sensitive to this? I don't care. I'm not trying to impress nobody. My wife's in South Africa. She can't criticize me. So who's going to, and nobody's going to know but you. So who's going to tell? Don't y'all squeal. Don't y'all be, snitches end up in ditches. I don't want to be all that, So don't, by the way, let me speak to, we're in Blue Light, so, hey, Blue Light Brigade, look, here's what I'm doing. Blue Light Brigade, let me talk to you because to tell you the truth, I don't trust none of these other folks, you know what I mean? They might be snitching, they might be, they might be, no, let me just talk to the Blue Light Brigade. You know who you are. I didn't really do my exercise, but I have to take a couple of days break because there's stuff happening with my body, my healer says, look, they took a couple days off, so I have to, and then I'm using the castor oil. Anyway, don't worry about that part. Here's what I've been noticing lately. Well, let me say, it's always in the air. There's this young sister that every once in a while I come across on. I may have subscribed to her. I'm not really know. Well, I'm not really know. Black English. What can I tell you? But a lot of times she has the same thoughts that I have, right? And one of the things she has said is like, what? Don't protest. You're not supposed to be out there protesting. I came to this a long time ago. I came to this even before Mr. Neely Fuller said, don't forget the boycotting and the protesting. That's what he didn't say this, but now I'm elaborating. Those are bygone days. Adam Clayton Powell Sr. I'm talking about you started the boycotting and stuff like that. So why are we still trying to boycott? See what happens when you do a strategy, they pick up on a strategy and then they, with all their think tanks that they pay and stuff like that, they counter your strategy, right? Sometimes they do it exactly when you're doing it, you see? So if you think that boycotting and protesting is going to do anything, let me put it this way. Let's say, for instance, you're going to protest. Okay, what can happen? First of all, they get to practice. I remember when before you didn't need no permit, you just start moving. Marcus Garvey. I don't think Marcus Garvey got any permit to start marching down the street with all the troops. You know what I mean? No. And the point is this: now you get a permit, so now they know the route you're taking. I remember what was this in the. It must have been the 70s, no, it might be the 80s, when they had to start to issue permits, maybe it was late as the 90s, whenever it is. Then they started using, they would pen people off, disrupt your march and stuff like that, because you done told them what you're going to do. Duh, I say duh, that's another thing, but it's bygone day thing. The point is, right, and then what's the worst thing that happened? They arrest you, so now you got a jacket. Well, jacket, I'm talking police talk now. Now you got a record, right? So they identified you, then put a record, they got you click, and you're da-da-da-da-da-da. Anytime you do something, he has a history of this, da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, you think you're doing something. Then you apply for a job and say, well, you got a police record or this was, but that was supposed to be expunged. Well, the system, you know how it works. Sometimes they don't expunge. It'd be nice to do it that way. Sometimes they don't expunge. Forget that part. The point is, it's passé. It's the bygone days. Why are you still doing that? Look, let me see how bad it gets. Remember a couple of years ago when, was John Lewis still alive? One of those Southern Christian leadership, NAACP march marches, the South, And let me get off that. Before I do that, think about it. SNCC, right? SNCC, one of your leaders is still in jail. You know that, right? All you people that came through SNCC, or you white people and you black people tell, oh, we shall love, let's have some babies together, whatever have you. Y'all are wanting. Because one of your actual leaders in jail, dying in jail. You don't know who it is? Find out. It's your leader. He shouldn't be in jail. Why? Because you're the big time lawyers. You got money now. You know went to DD. You got friends and hop. You'll make friends on the trail. Looking for the Shraney's goodness and whatever like that. I didn't defile their name. Them boys were told not to go out at night, and what they did, they went out at night. Hey man, stuff is happening, man. And we got to stop this thing. So we got think of it. Got some politicians putting on some kid course and kneeling down and, You got people in what's called the well or whatever in Congress. They said we shall overcome. You done lost. What you trying to overcome? Overcome your loss? Look, let me. Okay. I was where was I? I was for graduate program. I was at the University of Fort Hare University of Fort Hare, whatever, up there in the Eastern Cape, right? And I had a couple. One research group. 1 year I was assisting with this Monclay. It's a group of children that are special needs. They have challenge, whatever have it. They're in a special school. And so I would go there every once in a while, and every week actually I would go there, and I would help out. I do things with them because I never treat anybody like they whatever. But one of the things I had to do, I said, okay, we need to create a village song. You got your struggle song, you got your church songs. A lot of times your struggle songs are based on your church song. I said, where's our village song? We need a village song. So I had to make a village song. Well, I'm sorry, but if you still singing "We Shall Overcome" and the people that you was trying to overcome from know the words, and then the leaders of that, not only do they know the words, but they're taking their position to make money off of your thing. They got the inside track. They doing the Wall Street thing. They do all the rest of that stuff like that. In other words, you even suggested by, who was that woman? Her and her husband was making money off her because she's in Congress, and he was passing stock tips to them. And she's the one. She was, she was a hostess. Her husband was rich, and she was like the wife, and she was basically the hostess when big time people would come in California. That woman, she's old, and she's still, I don't know, maybe she's still in Congress, I think. But the point is, she's a hostess. She even used her hostessness to make money. Are you using the "We Shall Overcome" to make money? Forget money. I'm not talking about money. My point is, where's today's struggle songs? I mean, Paul McCartney made a really good struggle song. Blackbird. I do that before. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, like to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to survive, to fly, whatever. Even Sir Paul McCartney had a more contemporary than you. Hey, look, how can I say this? Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind, and then Sam Cooke said, hey, I'm not going to let this white boy out, protest song me. So he goes, a change is going to come. We just talk about somebody, the rappers that got a beef. Then another guy, the beef. Then another guy, beef to beef. Then another guy, beef to beef. And they keep on, bring it up to a point where you got this, where you got this, everybody in the world is doing the dance and singing the protest line. A minor, mustard with the beat. And all you come up with, we shall it ain't got no beat. It's passe. It's from the bygone days, and all you. It's a darn shame. But let me just say this hope. So Blue Light Brigade, look, come on now. We got to come up with some, at least do some make a really good poem, you know, from, that even start, then they ensconce the stuff, like, ensconce, big word, wonder if DeBrother knows what it means. Like, you know, the Negro national anthem, a poem. And that poem's still around. At least poets, somebody, come up with some, let us advance the look, you can't protest, okay? Forget that. So at least you can do write a decent poem that gets turned into a song so that it's on everybody's lips around the world. So that you see what I'm saying? Because this other stuff, I'm telling you, they got think tanks where people get paid. They get paid to twat whatever you coming up with. You ain't got no think tank. You ain't paying nobody. The most you can hope is that a songstress or a poet or a musician or a dancer will come up with something that you know, galvanize you to whatever. Meanwhile, even they got that wrapped up. Just a second, I know it's been long, but look, I got one more thing, because when Tyler, you know, the little girl from Johannesburg, you know, the colored girl, you don't know about the culture. She's colored. Don't worry about it. It's not. Hey, is that the sunrise? Everybody take a breath first. And you know, out. I think sunrise done hit. Let me see what time it is. Oh no, we got about 5 more minutes before sunrise. It seemed like it was hitting, but the sun's coming through. Here's the thing. When Tyler, you know, the rainy, the water thing, whatever, like that, when she first hit, because she's a certain type, then I was with Ian, we said, oh boy, they're going to use her, you know, because she's showing skin. It's her culture, you know. You say, well, you know, hey, look. Anyway, it's her culture. She's showing skin and all the rest of that stuff. So the next stop, they already hooked up in the fashion thing. Her and the Dochi chick, you know, the Dochi chick, the upgrade, the modern day, she's not even, the Grace Jones of, you know, the one that won the Academy Award, and she's everything, but she likes everybody but heterosexual men. Or some weird thing. I don't know. Who cares? I don't have to deal with her. You know, y'all dealing with her. I'm not saying, these people are talented. But what happens, the think tanks, they get a hold of them. Instead of strangling them, they say, oh, let me put this costume on you. Look, you're going to look good. You know, you got the body to wear this thing. And then you got what I call your provocateurs, your intentional, unintentional provocateurs, your collaborators. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, Kanye, what's that? I'm a genius. Yes, you are a genius. A genius to do some stupid stuff. Every woman you get her naked, walking in public. I'm not saying your woman shouldn't be naked. I am saying she shouldn't be walking in public. So then all the men are Googling her, right? Then you wonder why. Never mind, forget. Look, my point is, they got you hooked up in the fashion, doing the wrong thing in fashion, which is one of the things that I appreciate about Kendrick Lamar, because his dances, most of their show was belly button, that one section. The other time, everybody was covered up, which was good, because now you can pay attention to the lyrics and not go to your baser instincts and have people say, see, they're nothing but objects anyway. Yes, you use them. Which makes another thing. Let me go back to protest. I remember I was at a protest one time. And it was back in the 60s, back in the year, people be calling the cops pigs, right? I heard this cop one time, he said, oh, I'm a pig. Yeah, you're right, I'm a pig. Let me show you what I do. And beat the stuffings out of this person. I think it was a woman. And, well, you know how they are. They can only beat up on the, who they can beat up on. In gangs, they do. But the point is, you don't call people out their names. You got to have another strategy. I brought it up the other day. Look, you're going to call somebody a name, and they can say, "Yeah, I am that," right? But they be facetious. They be, whatever it is. Or you can call them in their lineage. You can either call them out of their name or in their lineage. Most of these people are doing bad stuff. I'm talking to billionaires and everybody. They have a lineage. If you became a billionaire, you had to step once the downtrodden. You had to do something bad to get in the capitalist society. You got to do something bad to get ahead, because it's a pyramid scheme, and you have to have a lot of people on the bottom that you're stepping on to get up on top. And if you do something bad, all you have to do, or we have to do, Blue Light Brigade, I'm talking to you, is have to do, we don't have to call them out the name. We have to call them your dirty, rotten, piggy capitalist, something like that. No, you find out what they did bad. You go to their lineage. They may have had a great grandpa, who was a murderer. A great grandma who was collaborated with the enemy. Somebody could be. They were raised by untoward people. You find that out. You don't be calling them something, and then when you find that out, you don't even expose that. You use that in such a way that you're needling them. You're getting under their skin because they know it's the truth. Yeah, I made my money ill-gotten ways, and they're exposing it. Oh no! And then that becomes meme. We're all memers. Come on, let's get on it. Stop these bygone days. Stop these what the old Negroes be doing. They gone. Man, one time I saw Secretary, Stokely Carmichael. They were doing something, and somebody said, so and so died. I said, yeah, he passed. The way he did it was like, the boy gone. We got some stuff to do right now. So all the Blue Light Brigade people, we who are nowists, we're dealing with the now. We're not dealing with the past. We're not we have the past inform us that that's not the way to do it. We got to do something else. So that's what I'm saying. Stop being stuck admired in the Sankofa of it all. Well, I should have said that. That's gonna piss a whole lot of people off. The point is, there are things you're supposed to be doing, and they're not supposed to be predicated on the failed or the now altered things of the past. Simple. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Be well.